Is there anyone here for the first time? Marcondes, is it your first time here? Wesley?
Yes.
Okay, welcome.
My first time.
Good. How did you find the TNT? Marcondes?
Yes.
How did you find the TNT?
Well, it was through the Google.
Okay, that's nice. Thanks for.
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't. I saw some girl talking about this site in YouTube.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. Okay, that's great.
Some days ago, and
Great. Well,
I like it.
very good. Yeah, it's amazing. Wesley, is it your first time here too?
Nope, it's my first time in your class.
Good. Okay, that's great. So welcome. So guys, I'm gonna explain how TNT works and split the rooms. I've just sent the questions here. Okay. So TNT is a platform where we can speak in English, Spanish, Italian. There are many languages here. We are not here to judge. We're not teachers. I am actually, but I'm not here to teach. We're just here to practice and to communicate without correcting each other. And it's just a safe place to speak in English. I'm gonna split us in two rooms because there's a lot of people here. And then don't forget in the breakout room to choose a leader to guide the conversation, and don't forget to start introducing yourself too. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, delete one and open our rooms. Let's go. I think it's working. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Everyone is there. So let's start introducing ourselves. Fra, can you start, please?
All right. My name is Franciele. I'm 28 years old. I live in San José do Rio Pardo, a small city in São Paulo. I work as a designer, and I've been here in TNT since the beginning of October.
That's great. Carla, what about you?
Hello, my name is Carla. I'm 35 years old. I'm from São Paulo, São José dos Campos City, but I'm living in Netherlands since January this year. I'm food engineer, but right now I'm not working.
Good. Okay, thank you so much. It's pretty good to see you. Marcondes, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. I live in Guarulhos, São Paulo. I am an actor. I like arts, sports, and I'm trying to learn English.
That's great.
It's all.
Atam, it's your turn.
Hi everyone. So I'm Atam, 36. I'm an artist as well. As my is not an actress. I would like to be, but I have no talent. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, pretty short. So my name is Bruna. I'm 26. I live in São Paulo. I work as an English teacher and also as a coordinator. I've been joining TNT meetings since the beginning of September, and I've been a host for around 2 almost 3 weeks. That's it. So let's start. Guys, did you know the song that I played in the beginning of the meeting? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that song. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Today we're going to talk about independence. The first one is, what does independence mean to you? Is it only about your buying power? Carla, can you start with this one?
In my opinion, independence means about power of choice and all the aspect of our lives as women, and not just about buying power. I think is the priority list is the last one. So I think it's about it. It's power choice, about relationships, about our bodies, about our everything.
Good, I liked it. What do you think, Atamis?
I think is when you are capable to take your own decisions, like free from control or influence of another. Like you can do what you think is the right thing to do.
Yeah, you make your own decisions, and you, like, if something happens, it's because you chose it, not like because someone else had chosen it, right?
Just take the responsibility as well. Being
Take the
independent,
responsibility.
being independent is not like that easy.
What do you think about it, Marcondes? Do you agree with them?
Well, I think is you can go and come without ask for someone. Sometimes it's necessary have some money too, and yes, to buy something, a good apartment or others things. I think it's important, and well, yes, about that.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, so it's important having money to be independent, right? What do you think, Fran?
Yes, I agree with Mark Holmes. I think independence comes with you have your own money, but there's also people that are emotional dependence of some people. So with the money, they have their own money, but there is other types of dependence. So I think independence can also be about the other you said, you take your own choices and live with the consequences of your choices, and also being able to be with yourself and be by yourself without depending on other people.
I liked it. You know, I haven't thought about it before. I was thinking just about like financial independence, not about these. I forgot the word. Um, Maybe physical, not physical. Uh, I forgot. Sorry. This one that you said. I haven't thought about it. That's interesting. So it's definitely not only about our buying power, right? Let's see the next one. Is freedom and independence the same? What's the difference, Atamis?
Probably not, because there are not two words with the same meaning in the world, in any language, as far as I know. So for me, independence is more about like take your choice, take the responsibility for your choice, for your decisions, without control, like of another, as I said before. And the freedom is more a state of mind. It's more without rules, you know, because we are not completely free to do whatever we want, but we can be independent. So I think it's not the same thing, in my opinion, but it can be for someone.
What do you think, Marcones? Do you agree with Atamis?
Well, I think there's some things, but some things, you know, in different levels. Responsibly, I think it's important. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Responsibility is important, and as Atami said, right, we're not free to do everything we want. So freedom is about like doing what you want, but being careful because you can do everything you want because of rules and the world. But yeah, they're I think they're definitely not the same. Carlo, what do you think about it?
I was wondering about it because I think it's depend of the context. Thinking money, for example, it's very different to thinking relationships or other things. Thinking money, for me, freedom is a different from independence, because freedom for me is a power, a choice power. You can, for example, you can leave from a bad job or a bad situation because you have money, saving money, and you can, okay, I don't need this, so I can change my job to receive less money, but it's have a more good environment to work. Independence in this case for me is I don't need to work because I have investments, and this investment works for me, and I can live from this. I don't know English. I think it's the out. Yeah, the rentability of this investment. So I have independence to do other things. I don't need to work. Thinking money, thinking other aspects, I think it's sometimes a little bit equal or not.
I liked it. Yeah, that's a different point, and I haven't thought about it either. Thank you so much, Carla. Fre, what do you think? Were you thinking about this financial part? Something else? Tell me.
I think, like they said before, I think freedom is more about what you can do, like you said, about the rules and the laws we have in our society. You can be independent, have your own life, being able to make your own choice, but freedom is more about you can actually do. You can be free to do whatever you want, but there are things you are restricted to do because of the law or morals that are in our society. So you're not actually free to do whatever you want. You need to follow some rules.
That's it. I agree with you. Thank you so much for bringing it. The next one, I really want to know your life, the way you could achieve your independence. So, Carla, can you start with this one? How have you achieved your independence?
I think I'm just thinking money.
It's okay. It's okay. Like maybe leaving your parents' house. How was this process for you?
Okay, because it's something very important to me because about it, I'm investor and since I as younger, I was talking about this to be independent of anything. So I think I had this the choice power to took this decision to leave my job in Brazil to live here because I was independent or had a financial freedom to take this risk. And I think it's to save money. Since I was a very young girl, a little bit, and I was increasing. And I think it's very important to me to can do just take this decision in my life. So this kind of independence for me, it was this way.
Thanks for sharing. Maybe I can bring a topic about finances someday, and you need to come. It's on my list, because every time we're here talking, everyone always talks about money, finances. So I promise I will bring it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Fra, was your experience just like Carla? Like, who just start saving money and building your own financial independence? How was it for you?
No, I think for me it's different. I think maybe maybe I should have saving more money. I'm not very good at manage money, but right now my independence in the last few years, in 2008 I was living by myself because I went to college, but because of the pandemic everything stopped. I came back to live with my parents, but in the middle of this craziness of the pandemic, and I dropped college and start to work. So I'm starting to rebuild my independence. Like things are going back to normal. I'm starting to plan to go live by myself again next year. So it's a different, I'm in a different place right now than Carla.
That's great, Fra. You're just like me. Damn, I live with my parents. I'm not like I have my own money, but I still live with my parents, and I think it's okay. Just a process. I saw a tweet this week. It was like this. If you want to live with your parents, you don't pay with your money. You pay with your soul.
It's true.
It's true.
So I'm paying with my soul,
Yeah, I know.
Artemis, what about you? How was this process?
For me, was when I realized I could do more than one thing. It's not about having actual money, but have skills and ability to get money. So for me, because I can go anywhere and to do, it's more like, because money it's limited. One day, if you don't build it more, if you don't, like, maybe not for billionaires, it's not limited, but for me it's very limited. But I am a dietitian, so I can work as a dietitian, I can work as a singer, I can work as a textile artist, I can work as a gardener, I can work as an English teacher, so I'm doing a lot of things because I want to do, and I build my skills to feel independent. And here in England, I feel completely independent because I'm working the retail, and it's a thing I never did before. and I feel great in this. Like I can do it. I can do a thing, something else, you know. I can. So that's why for me, it's more, my independence is more here than physical. It's more mental than physical.
Yeah, this feeling like when you realize you can do your own things and you're able, right? It's like feeling that you're able to do things. It's just great, and I've been feeling this. It's awesome. Marcondes, what about you? How was this process for you?
Well, there's several ways to see that, yeah. But I think all things talk here. It's important to be independent, yeah. Some money, some emotional control, and well, let me see. Yes, I think it's basically that.
Okay, and how have you achieved your independence?
My achieved. Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Of course, it's question number 3. How have you achieved your independence?
I think in my my work, for example. Yes, because I can work with something that I very like. It's very important, and this area is so difficult to be honest in Brazil or in other place. I think it's difficult too.
Yes.
And I think it's very important, and I have this independence. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, being an artist, it's not easy at all. Only if you are like someone really famous. Otherwise, it's really hard working.
Maybe
Okay,
someday.
yeah, someday, yeah. Let's go to the next one. Do you have as much independence as you want in your life? Atamis.
Yes, I do. I do. I feel like I can't go anywhere right now, like, because I think one of the things learning English gave to me, like, I can talk to the world easily, of course. Now I'm learning Spanish, and I feel the word more open, like, so yeah, I think so. I think I can go anywhere and do anything. Anything is too much, but
Many things.
many things. I can
That's
come
great.
back to Brazil. I can go any another country. So yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, English opens many doors, right? It's just amazing. It's actually weird to say that, but it's crazy how we can talk to people and like communicate like with many different people from different countries. It's just amazing. Fre, what about you?
I don't think I have as much as I wanted, but I think I'm starting to have more, like Marcon said about his job. I'm now in a job I like, and in a job I know I can grow and even more only not only financially, but I can do more for people. So I think right now I feel like I can build things on my own. Because when you are younger and you are studying in school or college, you don't know how your life will be. You find a job, if you be able to have your own house, things like that. Right now, I know I can build those things. And like Adam said, it's like I can do whatever I want. I can go anywhere, and my job gives this flexibility too, because it's basically doing by my house. I work home office, so I can work from anywhere, and I can work from other countries. And I think right now I'm building my independence, and I like how this process is going.
Yeah, I'm changing jobs next year, and I've been feeling, that I can't wait to start working from home again. It was just great, having this flexibility. I can eat whenever I want. I can have lunch whenever I want. I can work from my bed if I want to. It's just amazing. I
I
really
love
miss it.
it.
It's amazing. Marco, just what about you?
Well, sorry.
Would you like it's question number 4. Do you have as much independence as you want in your life?
Yes. Sorry, if I have some independence in my life, is it that?
No, like it's like as much as you want, like tanto quanto você quer,
Well, in a moment, I think so. Yes, because there's something that I want, but I know it's not a moment yet, and so I think it is okay now.
I liked it. Okay. Carla, what about you?
I think in Brazil, yes. I left from my mom's home so early. I was 17 years old to study and know back more. And I started to work very early too. And I got married very early too. I was 22 years old, and we conquer everything together. But here, I think my next step, my main goal is to be independent in English, because I think it's my opportunity to achieve other things in other country. I would like to work here, but to do it in my area, of course. I needed to be more independent in English, so I think is my next step.
That's great, and it's coming, it's all about like time and practicing. You're gonna do it, girl.
I hope.
Let's go to the next one. Oh, sorry, I haven't answered this one. Nowadays, I think I don't have as much as I want. Like I can't go out whenever I want without my mom saying something, saying something. So I don't know. Maybe would like a little bit more. But like financially saying, I do, but I can't go out whenever I want, and something this pisses me off, I just wanna leave and like, I don't know, just party and do something different, enjoy life. But that's okay. That's okay. So the next one is, what are the pros and cons of being independent? If there are cons, tell me, or if there aren't, tell me. I don't know. What do you think, Fran?
I think the pros is like we said before. You can have your own choice. You can choose what to do. And I think the cons is because with the power of choosing, it comes the responsibility. You need to be responsible for the consequences of your choice. I think, especially financially, I think the independence may be difficult because like leaving our parents' house, for example, would come with lots of financial responsibilities. It's really difficult, but I think there's more pros than cons. I don't know. I think it depends on the person, but I like to be more independent than have this dependence, especially financially. I like to be more independent.
Definitely, I agree with you. I think being financially independent, it's sometimes you feel that you I used to feel that I couldn't do my own decisions, and like sometimes I just want to buy something cheap, but I couldn't because I needed to ask someone else to do it for me, and it's just good, great. What do you think, Atamis? What do you think are the pros and cons?
The pros are feel independent and be independent. Like you can take your own decisions. And I think the cons are like people think one of the things people think you are stronger than you really are, and you don't need anything or anyone, and that's not true. So I think it's when you are like in the song, being a empowered woman, independent, means like sometimes, many times, a lonely woman. So I think it's bad. It's a big con.
Yes, like people always see you as a person who is able to solve everything and who can deal with everything. There is that word in Portuguese like guerreira, she's so guerreira, she can do everything. It's like terrible. I hate
Like
it.
a mãe cansada é mãe guerreira.
Yeah. Terrible. Carla, what do you think?
Mãe cansada, mãe guerreira, I know about it.
Yeah.
I agree with Tamis and friends. I think the pros is about the sensation, this feeling about the control of your life or decisions. But I think take bad decision, make mistakes is part of this process. So live with the consequence, lonely and lonely, alone and lonely. As a time said, is not so good because sometimes it's good to have some shows to cry, but if you are by yourself, you recover your energy to keep going, moving on alone. So I think it's the cost, the cons.
Great, I loved it. What do you think about it, Marcondes? What's your point of view?
Well, it's important to have power decision and stay with someone. It's always good, yeah, for your life, all. And depend to that situation, every person. But I think it's that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see the next one. Are young people today less resilient and independent than they should be? This is something I was talking to my mother this week. We were talking about like people spending more time and focusing on study. And I think in the past, people usually were used to leaving their parents' house earlier and build their independence early, and then it's happening nowadays. And I don't know, what do you think about it, Carla? Carly, if you're saying something, your mic is off.
Sorry, I was talking about. I think the young people today has a different kind of the independence that other generation. In some aspects, I think I'm feeling more independent than my mom, for example. Mainly about relationships. No, I think my generation is more confident to lead with this, because my mom's generation was more I keep suffering because I keep this relationship. I think it's different in my mind. I don't know if it's applicable in the other cases, but I don't know in the others. I think that the young people today, I think it's
So
different.
you think they are independent enough, not less than they should be?
I don't know. I think it's not less. I think it's then this kind of life we have. I think it's okay. The people are it's free to do the things. I think it's not less. I don't know, less resilience, you're independent. No, I think the young people today lead with a lot of information that in the past, I think.
That's it. Okay.
It's more difficult, I think, to be young people now than in the past.
Yeah, there are a lot of information, and like this can be positive but also negative, right? Atamis, what do you think?
I agree with Carla. I don't think they are less resilient or independent. I think it's different. It's like very different, and somehow they are more resilient. Then it's different. Like we see now many men staying in home, their parents' home for longer than they used to do in the past. But I think it's more about the economies than being resilient or independent. They can't be, and I don't know. And the women, they in general are more independent. We have a long way to go, but we are more independent.
Definitely. What do you think about it, Marcondes?
Well, I agree with her. I think when we are younger, we have less free, and sometimes when we live with parents yet, and after you can to choice your own way. Yes.
That's it. Thank you so much. Fra, what about you? What do you think?
I think it's different. Like Atam said, the financial now is different. I don't know if it's just a perception or if it's real, but look like it's more difficult to have things like buy a house, car, and stuff like that nowadays. But I think there's a difference too. I think it's good. Maybe people are staying more uh, with their parents to study. I think this is a good thing. They have more time to study and to build their careers. And I think in the past, especially women, they leave their house not because they were independent. They leave their parents' house because they used to marry early. It was very different. So I think that there's lots of difference in the generations, but I think some difference are good in this case of independence.
Yes, this is definitely something I haven't thought about that. But yeah, like in the past, we would leave, not we were like people would leave their houses to get married, and now we leave our house because we want to be independent and have our own money, our own opportunities, and do things our on our way, right? Okay, let's see the guys. I think we have time just to the last one. That is I will skip to number 9. Okay, so dependency combines both dimensions, health and social conditions. How is aging and independence related? And are you afraid of getting old and dependent? Ooh, this is a hard one. Atamis, can you start?
Yes. I don't like to be dependent. Because as I do exercise every day to be capable to go to the bathroom by myself, take my own shower. That's my biggest fear. And about money, of course, you have to think about when you are not capable to work that much. So yeah, but I don't think that's a thing I have to say. I hear many people saying I have to have a child or children because who will take care of me when I will be older? A nurse or something like that. You should pay. Okay, doesn't need to make a person to do it for you. That's obligations. It's bad, in my opinion. Not right. So yeah, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of.
My grandma said that she had 8 children, and like when she was about to pass away, no one was there to take care of her, actually. So that's it. Carla, what do you think about it?
I think yes. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of to be any kind of dependence, physical, emotionally, or government anyway. So living in the Netherlands, there I think I'm very admire here is the independence of the old people. I think it's so amazing here. There are many structures to live in very well. So it's so cold, but the old people, it's walking walking in the streets and go to mall to buy groceries. I think it's amazing because it's very old people. I think about 8, 9 years old and so active, so wellness. And I think it's kind of the independence that I would like for my life. So of course it's not available in anywhere, but I think it's here. It's so amazing, and I would like it for my life.
That's awesome. Guys, I will bring everyone back, so just give me 1 second. So let's see. Okay, Fred, what about you? Are you afraid of getting old independent? Do you have any plans?
Yeah, actually, it's something to think about, because especially when you have older people in your family, and you say how they live, how they deal with this. Like I had some aunt that she wasn't very old, but she became ill, and she needed to be dependent. There's with her son and daughters, and it was complicated, like you said. People think that if they have children, they will take care of them when they get older, but it's not always happens. Once I was in the hospital with my grandma, and there was another woman in the bed. She was living in a care home, and the woman from the care home that was with her said that she had 11 children, but no one was to visit her. So there's no guarantee that let's have children and they will take care of you when you get older. And it's complicated because I think maybe even when you take care of your health, there's no guarantee that you no need help
Yeah,
in the future. It's complicated to think about it.
yeah, it's hard. But like doing exercises is already something, and saving money, it's something else. Like some ways we can try to prevent, maybe, or try to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Fru. Guys, how was the experience? How was it in your room? Ju, how was it? Did you like the topic? Tell me more. Your mic is off.
Are you
Yes,
hearing
it's working.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. I loved the conversation. I think the topic was very interesting. I never talked in English about independence. It was very good. I think was good to my vocabulary, and I really liked it. I think it was amazing.
Thank you. What do you think, Anna? How was it in your room?
Oh, it was great. I was with Ju, Wesley, and Jefferson. He already left. And it was great. It's a little philosophical, right? And I have some difficulty to answer some questions, but it's an interesting topic and give me a lot of insights.
That's great. So I promise, not next week, but the next one, we will talk about finances. Okay, so please come. I promise you. Marcondes, how was this first experience here on TNT? Did you like it? Your mic is off. Marcondes, are you there? Marcondes, talk to us. No, I think he's having some problems because he joined with two. Okay.
Sorry, I have some problem here.
Okay.
Well, I this first experience I was very important, amazing. I want to be that more times because it was very good.
I'm glad you liked it. So I really hope to see you here next week, you all. Guys, I'm gonna copy the link here. Don't forget to go there on YouTube and like the video, let a comment there. Maybe let some topics you would like to talk about so that I can bring it. And that's it. I hope you have a great day, a great rest of week.